What is going on, everybody? KJ Wiggums back with another episode on Bucks County. How is everybody doing? So we are on day 6 in the middle of summer, and we are actually heading down to the shop because we have to A, sell something, and B, we have to make a few purchases. So I had picked up a couple of jobs, some contracts doing some fertilizing work to really get our money back up. We have the 4010 following behind us with what we are going to sell, but I'll show you that once we're down at the shop. So I grabbed I think I grabbed about 6 contracts to help really boost our income, which once is all said and done should take us to right around $90,000 again, I think. And then we are going to be buying a lot of our potato equipment and stuff like that to get us started. And then from there on out, it's really going to be back to the grind of struggling with what it is we need to do to get the farm back up and going. I think it was the last episode I had said this, or the one before that. We're definitely going to be hurting for money next season. But we're definitely going to have everything that we need to keep moving forward. So hopefully with these last few purchases here at the end of season 3, coming in to just about harvest time, we will be set up and ready to go. That is my plan. That is my goal. I really want to start to see this potato thing take off, and that is all going to be starting hopefully in the next episode. Um, if not the one after that, it's all going to depend on how much how far along we get with these contracts, because I know it's going to take a little while with the equipment that we have. So let me go ahead, let me get everything set up, and then I will see you guys in just a second. Alrighty, so down here we got the 4020 and the 4010 over there sitting parked up. We have our little bale trailer here that we have been using for quite some time now, sitting off to the side, ready to be sold. I really did like this trailer. I definitely like the fact that I could put it towards the colors to really help with that whole John Deere feel and that we have going on the farm. So the only thing I didn't like, I really didn't like these side rails. They just really were an issue when getting bales on, and if I were picking up pallets or anything from down here, it really made it difficult to do all that as well. So we are going to repair this for $9. Well, what is that? That's $4,597. So repair that. That takes us up. All right, not bad. It takes us up a good bit more. So now $4,614 to get that. I'm going to sell that, and then we are going to go over here. We'll talk to the dealer in here, and then let us start looking at getting another trailer. So what I did install should be under baling technology. Yep, right here. The Joskin Wago. So 9,500. So we are going to be putting out a little bit of money for this. However, I'm going to buy it factory new. Why is that 10 grand? Oh, okay, I see. So we're going to buy it used, which is going to take us down to $6,960. I am going to get the extensions on it just because it will allow us to move the bales and stuff like that when we do silage bales, pulling the hay bales, the clover bales, all that stuff off the fields as well. So we're going to purchase that. And then the other thing I'm going to have to purchase are some fertilizer tanks. Now, I don't think I have... No, they're all the seeds. I don't think I have anything installed mod-wise. No. Okay. So we are going to get this. It is 3,200 for 2,000 liters. So let me get 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll get 4 tanks of those. Alright, perfect. So let me get the 4020 unhooked. We'll hook the trailer up so we can get those bars raised. Jump on here, get the extensions up, and that way we can get the crates loaded up on here. Let's hook you up. No poses don't hook up. There we go. Now that they're both up, perfect. We'll leave that on for now. I will jump in the 4010. I will get these loaded up on here, and then we will start getting underway with what the plan is for this episode. Alright, we got the last one up on here. I had to run back to the shop, or I'm sorry, I had to run back to the farm, and we had to grab our John Deere weight. I couldn't pick any of them up. They were all too heavy, so let's go ahead, let's get this last one on the trailer. It's not gonna, whoa. Let's go ahead and get out. Come on. I hope this is one thing that really gets looked at and worked on in FS19 is the mechanics when it comes to working with the pallet forks and stuff like that. I'm actually going to have to drive this one up a little bit. Oh, it was already on. Yeah, just so I think it's going to... It is so hard to do the pallet forks and maneuver things around on FS19. I mean, even 17 was a little tricky with doing that, so it would be really nice to see some work put into that when it comes to FS22. Get you strapped down, get you off here, get you out of the way. Alright, let's hook everything else back up. And then we'll get the 4020 hooked up to the trailer. And then we'll start heading to our first job. Our first job that we are going to be doing. So let's hook this up. There we go, perfect. Go ahead, we'll square this up over here. And then what we are going to do... Oh, that's not what I want. Let's zoom out. Go over to the contracts. And we have picked up Field 8, 1, 53, 3, 7, 21, and Field 6. And we are going to knock all of these guys out. Like I said, it's going to bring us in up there around the $90,000 mark when everything is said and done. Field 1, 7, and 6 are obviously going to be our bigger fields. So what I think we're going to do is, since we're going to go up by 1, we'll take care of Field 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, kind of knock all those down. And then we'll head back down to 23 and 53. Which 23 is right over here. Was that right? Field 23? Oh, I'm sorry, Field 21, which is right here behind the shop. But we have 1, was it 1, 3? Yeah, so we have 1, we have 3, we have 6, 7, and 8 all up in here. And then we'll hit Field 21 here. And we'll end with Field 53 down here by the farm. Now, I'm pretty sure this is going to take me the better part of the middle of summer and part of the late summer. I know it's going to be a long go. I'm going to be doing a lot of work on it. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to throw everything up. I don't know. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it, but I do know I have to get started on these jobs because I need to start bringing that money in order for us to start getting to the potato harvest. I mean, it is literally just around the corner, and we are not there yet. So let me go ahead. Let me start. Let me start knocking out these contracts, and I will see you guys when all is said and done. All right. Well, we are coming up to what should be just about the end of the contract on field 53, and then that will be all of our contracts completed. I had this one. It was it was a little messed up the way I was coming through here. So there we go. That is completely done. Let's get that folded up. Let's get out of this field and let us head back down to the farm. Now, we are on day 8, late summer, about halfway through the day, to be honest with you. Uh, it took me probably about 4.5 hours real time to do, what was it, all 6 or 7 of those contracts, and to get them done. We've been pretty busy knocking that stuff out. I thought about doing a time lapse or something like that on here, or maybe a montage, but there was so much stuff that it had to be done. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to grind it out off camera, and when everything is said and done, I will come back on and we'll just collect everything up and through. So the 81% that I have left here in this in the sprayer, and then I should have probably about 1,000 liters in the IBC back at the farm as well. And that's all the fertilizer that we have left for all the fields. Overall, not too bad, I don't think. We used right around the 4, 6, 8,000 liters. About 8,000 liters on all the fields. So looking at our crops, though, once we get back up here to the farm, they're not ready to harvest just yet, but they are getting there. I'm hoping in the next day or two, possibly 3 days, they will be completely ready to go, and we can start getting some oats out of the ground. Once we get those out, we'll come through and do the potatoes and all that stuff. But what I want to do right now, I want to get back to the farm. We're just going to cut through right here. I want to get back to the farm, and I want to go ahead and complete all of these contracts. I know I have a little bit of stuff I have to do for the horses. So let us shut that down. Let us run over here. We'll get the 4010, and we will top off the hay. Or I'm sorry, we're going to top off the straw for the horses and top off the water. I'm pretty sure I still have a clover bale and a hay bale inside the barn, so I won't have to worry about that. Um, that should all be good. If not, I'm going to have to top that off because we will be running pretty low on that here soon then. Nope, they're both still in there, so that's good. Alright, let's back this in. We'll give them some straw. While that's doing that, top off the water. Jump in here. And the horses are all topped up. Perfect. Back out of there. Let's jump in here. What do we got? When it comes to growth, as you can see, we're in the dark green. We have some areas that withered. I'm assuming that's just how they do the dead crop, just that didn't come through. That's the only way I could think of it. Alright, so yeah, the next day or two, that stuff should be all taken care of. And now, what are we sitting at? $48,000. Let's go in and start collecting on our contracts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, what do we got? We got some more fertilizing contracts left. And we got a couple more that we could take too. Shouldn't be any harvest. No, it's all fertilizing. We do have a good bit of fertilizing contracts that we could take still. Because if you remember, we can only take the ones... I know in the description it says liquid, solid, slurry, manure, whatever it may be. We could take... Actually, we do have... No, we don't have manure though. We could buy it. Oh no, you guys will have to let me know, because when originally the plan was we couldn't take a contract for anything that we don't own the equipment for. So the way I've done it is, if it shows the liquid sprayer for rental, that is a contract I would take. When it was the solid like this, I wouldn't do that. But now that we have a manure spreader, I mean, that would count towards the solid spreader, in my opinion. So you guys will have to let me know what you think. Do you think that seems fair? Down in the comments, let me know. Can we use the manure spreader to do the solid spreader contracts like that? So, but yeah, there's a number of contracts that we could still pick up doing some fertilizing. Let's see what we're sitting at. We are sitting at $97,000. All right. Let me go ahead and get this parked up. Because with that said, we're going to have to go down to the shop. Take that off here. Bring this up. I'll get all this stuff washed up. I'll leave that trailer out for now. I'm not too worried about it. I might have to get out the 4840 again as well to go down to the shop with us, so we can start making some purchases. Yeah. Let me go ahead and get everything cleaned up here, and then I will see you guys down at the shop so we can spend a lot of this hard-earned money. So let us start buying some equipment. So first we're going to need a trailer to haul the potatoes back and forth in, and I think I'm going to go with the Marston Ace here. I really like the look of this trailer. Go for the off-white yellow. We'll go for the Marston green. We'll get a tarp cover. We'll put that in the John Deere yellow. It'll stay grain trailer. We're going to get it second hand. Default chassis, no beacons. Branding. Actually like having something on there. Massey Ferguson. Let's just go with the Marston. That's fine. So, and then it doesn't change the price of anything. So we'll go with that. And that is $8,500. And then we are on to the potato equipment, which we need the SE8555. That is going to be new or used. We are going to get that standard because we don't need the roof for anything. That's 60,000. And then we are going with the Grimmy WH 200 Eco? Yeah, 200 Eco. And that is going to be used as well for 8,000. And there we are. We are sitting with $20,000 left in the bank. So let me go ahead. Let me get all of this stuff hooked up and ready to get back to the farm. Alright, so that's hooked up. That don't have any wires. Get in the 40-20, or I'm sorry, the 40-10 here. I think what I'm going to do when harvest time does come around for the potatoes and everything, I think I'm going to take the front forks off of here just to give us a little bit more room. Hook the PTO when it comes to turning and stuff like that in the front. So it's kind of a idea I have that I'm going to do with that. Let's go back here. Let's get the 40-20 following that. Jump into the 48. Oh, turn it on. Jump into the 48-40. Hook up to our new harvester here. All the bells and whistles. Let's take the front of the line. Get the 40-10 following. Alright. And then let us head on out and head on back to the farm. Everything should follow without ease. Oh, let's slow down here since we do have a car coming. That should be the only one, right? Yep, good. So nothing else will get stuck. We will be good to go. So let me get all of this down to the farm and figure out exactly where we're going to store everything right now, because I really didn't think about that either, where I'm going to put everything. We're probably going to have to do some movement down in that big shed where we have a lot of the grass equipment and stuff like that. I'd hate to think that it's already time for another shed to be put in, but it may very well be. Alright, yeah. Let me get down here. Let me figure out exactly what it is I'm going to do here. Maybe even just putting everything to the side for now. But let me do that, and then I will see you guys in just a second. Alright, pulling into the farm here. I'm thinking for now our best bet is going to be to take everything down to the big shed by the silage pit. We can kind of just pull everything in there for now and slowly start to sort all of that stuff out. Try to get it a little bit more organized. And then we can determine on if we're going to have to put in another shed, and if we do, where we're going to put it, because I'm kind of getting to the point where the old part of the farm is done, so I'm not going to be putting in many more old buildings, these old red barns. If I do anything else, I'm going to start looking at doing some newer additions, just to show, really just to show where like the farm has come from for over the last couple generations and everything. Is kind of what my plan is there. Let me go ahead and cancel all of these guys. Perfect. So yeah, probably one or two more sheds if we do that, and then we're gonna start looking at possibly doing some more modern builds if we do expand around here. I think we do have enough room down here in this barn that I'll be able to maneuver everything around. Huh, maybe not. No, we definitely got some room in here. I can put the Grimmy stuff on one side. We can get rid of the Mac too. It can stay parked outside. We don't have to have that in here. But we could look at moving all the grass equipment over to one side, keeping the potato stuff on the other. This trailer is fine there. We can bring the other one back in here as well. I think that'll work out just fine. Yeah, this should be big enough. But the problem that's going to lead me to is once I start looking at doing potatoes, where I'm going to store them. I still don't have a place, and we did talk about possibly putting them in here. So I don't know. We're gonna have to see. We'll see where we're at when that time comes, I guess. Um, what for sheds do we have that we could possibly use? We're using that one right there for the bales. I don't want to have another one of those. This is just a storage shed. It's not very big though. We got one of those. We're using that. So we do have the vehicle shed. We have the drive-through shed. And we have the small vehicle shed. Huh. I don't know. Don't know. Don't know what I want to do. I'm going to have a think about that. Because I'm really... If I do... If I do put it anywhere else, I mean, really just off of here would be the only place I'd want to put it. Because I don't think it would be extremely far away from everything. And that right there just seems to be the smartest place that it would be. Like, where it would make the most sense, in my opinion. Everything else, I think we would end up taking away from the fields here and stuff like that. And, you know, at the end of the day, I really don't want to take away from our fields. It's why we decided to put the silage clamp and everything over there. Because I really didn't want to tear out this field. I actually like the look of that, how it comes up around the back here. So, yeah, I'll have a look at that. I'm not sure if it'll be installed or built in the next episode or not, with us just having $20,000 left, or if I'll hold off until I absolutely have to do it. Um, but yeah, I guess we can figure all of that stuff out later. So I guess for now, what we're waiting for is the oats to be ready and the potatoes to be ready. Probably last day of summer, I'm going to go ahead and do one more cut. I didn't do a second cut midsummer. We just got way too busy, and I just did not have the time to do it with picking up all them contracts. So we'll get one more cut. I'll probably end up turning those to. Uh, we do have that. We do have the stuff to pick up silage now, so we don't have to, or grass. So it doesn't have to be baled anymore. I think what I'll do is I will pick it up that way and we'll just dump it in the silage clamp, and will no longer be doing bales. So the other thing I can actually sell too is the bale wrapper. I will get that down to the shop and get that sold off. Ooh. No, yeah, I can do that because no, I can't. Oh, if we're gonna do any grass contracts, we're gonna have that bale wrapper. Hmm. Dilemmas. I don't know. I'll figure out what I'm gonna do. But I think for now, what that's gonna do, we're coming up on what time is it? 5:40. Coming up on about 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna have some supper. I'm going to watch some TV, and yeah, I think we'll come back tomorrow on day 9, late summer. Um, I should have everything pretty much squared away, and I think we'll go through. I got to get that grass cut and get all that picked up and put away as well. So, yep. I think that is going to do it for us for this episode, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you did appreciate the video. I hope you did like it. And if you did, please think about hitting that like button. Leave a comment down below. Love talking to you guys. And I will catch you guys in the next video. As always, happy farming.